Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash at the garage, where badge hype gets thrown in the glove box, spec sheet worship gets left at the showroom door, and what we're left with is the kind of real-world driving truth that only a good stretch of open road can reveal. If you're new here, this is your pit stop for no-nonsense reviews that cut straight to what matters behind the wheel. Exterior. Today, we're digging into one of the most consistently popular crossovers in North America, the 2026 Honda CR-V. Honda didn't exactly tear the playbook apart with this one, but they definitely sharpened their pencil. It's still playing the family SUV game, but now it's doing it with a cleaner look, more tech, and an evolved powertrain. But is it still the king of practical crossovers, or has the crown slipped? Let's start with the first impression, and that means front-end curb appeal. The 2026 CR-V's face is bold but not shouty. Honda's clearly leaning into a more sophisticated, upscale vibe without trying to be something it's not. The grille is broad and blacked out on some trims, flanked by slimmer LED headlights that look like they're squinting with intent. The front fascia has this clean-cut geometry to Ida, almost like Honda's been taking styling tips from Aldi, but without going full Euro. There's a sense of purpose here. It's not trying to be aggressive or rugged, it's just confident. And in a world full of overstyled crossovers, that restraint feels refreshing. Swing around to the side and the proportions are what you'd expect. Classic CR-V silhouette, just a bit sharper and longer. The roofline stays flat, which is great for rear headroom, and the wheel arches have just the right amount of cladding to make it look ready for a gravel road without pretending it's an off-roader. Depending on the trim, you're looking at 18 or 19-inch wheels, with designs that range from business casual to borderline sporty. No fake vents, no unnecessary plastic drama, just clean sheet metal and subtle creases that catch the light right. Honestly, the CR-V doesn't scream for attention, and that's kind of its secret weapon. It doesn't need to. Around back, Honda kept things familiar, but gave it a more mature edge. The vertical taillights still hug the sides of the tailgate. Classic CR-V, but they've been slimmed down and darkened out a bit for that modern, minimalist look. The rear bumper is simple, with a hint of a diffuser on sportier trims, and the overall stance feels a touch wider. No faux exhaust tips here, thank you very much. Just a clean, uncluttered rear that won't look outdated 5 years from now. It's not revolutionary, but it is evolution done right. Interior. Step inside, and this is where the CR-V starts flexing. The interior feels like it took notes from the Civic and Accord, both of which have really upped their game recently. You get this horizontal dash design that stretches across the cabin with the honeycomb mesh strip hiding the air vents. It's clean, it's simple, and it feels more expensive than you'd expect in this class. Materials are solid for the segment, a soft touch where it counts, sturdy plastics where it isn't. The seats, especially up front, are all-day comfortable, with Honda's new body stabilizing design that actually works over long hauls. Tech-wise, Honda's finally caught up to the competition. You've got the 7-inch touchscreen standard, but most trims get the upgraded 9-inch unit. It's running the latest Honda infotainment software. Is still not the flashiest, but way more responsive and user-friendly than older versions. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard on upper trims, and the wireless charging pad is well placed, not buried under climate controls like in some rivals. Rear seat space, massive. If you've got kids, teenagers, or even full-size adults riding in the back, they'll have zero complaints. There's more legroom than most competitors, and the seats recline a bit for comfort. Cargo space is also still one of the best in class. With the seats up or down, the CR-V can haul a Costco run and a camping weekend without breaking a sweat. Now let's talk about what happens when you actually put it in drive. The 2026 CR-V comes with two main powertrains, depending on your trim. Base trims get a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder pushing out around 190 horsepower. It's made it to a still not everyone's favorite tab, but Honda's got one of the better tuned CVTs in the game. It doesn't rubber band as much as others, and for daily driving, it feels smooth and predictable. But the real gem is the hybrid. That setup pairs a naturally aspirated 2.0-liter engine with two electric motors, giving you about 204 combined horsepower. More importantly, It feels torquey off the line and has a natural, almost seamless transition between gas and electric power. Around town, the hybrid CR-V feels zippy, especially in stop-and-go traffic. On the highway, it settles down nicely, with a quiet stride and confident passing power. No, it's not a performance machine, but for what it is, a family-first crossover, it drives with the kind of composure and refinement you want. Steering is light but precise, body roll is minimal for something this tall, and the ride strikes a sweet balance between comfort and road feel. Whether you're weaving through urban traffic or cruising the open highway, the CR-V just feels locked in. And here's the thing, Honda nailed the efficiency game too. The hybrid models are getting close to 40 miles per gallon combined, and that's without plugging anything in. That means real savings without changing your driving habits. When it comes to pricing, the 2026 CR-V starts in the mid-$30,000s and climbs into the low to mid-$40,000s for the fully loaded hybrid sport touring. It's definitely gone up in price over the years, but you're also getting a lot more vehicle now. The Base X offers solid value, but the sweet spot is really the Sportel Hybrid. That trim gives you the best balance of features, performance, and fuel economy without going overboard. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Honda CR-V isn't out here trying to be edgy or wild. It's not trying to redefine the crossover segment. What it is doing, though, is refining everything that made it a household name, then dialing up the quality, the comfort, and the tech. It's not the flashiest SUV on the block, but it might just be the smartest. If you're the kind of driver who values reliability, space, efficiency, and an overall easy driving experience without wanting to sell your soul to the spec sheet gods, so the CR-V is still very much your crossover. That's going to wrap up today's review. If you got something out of this, hit that like button like it owes you money, and subscribe to Car Flash for more raw, unfiltered driving truth delivered every week. We don't do fluff, we don't do gimmicks, so we do the real deal, one car at a time. Until next time, keep your wheels on the road and your nonsense in the rear view. Catch you in the next one.